What's good, YouTube? Happy Monday. We're going to talk about Jade Cargill not using that way to defend her championship. Like, she needs to defend her title because if she's walking around with the title, and then they're going to look at her, she's a top superstar. And they need to stop protecting her. And she's still green in the ring. She needs more training. She could have, all they had to do when she came into WWE, go to NXT. She could have went to NXT, got a good push, got better in the ring, and then got called up to the main roster. They pushed her to the moon, and now she's a champion. Now that they protecting her, so she needs to defend her title each and every week, get better in the ring. Because if she doesn't, everybody's gonna criticize her. She's gonna get booed, and then it's gonna hurt her credibility as a champion. Imagine her having a title all the way to WrestleMania, and then there's no title defense, or she doesn't defend the title. You know what I mean? It's not gonna make her credible. Nobody's gonna make her. She's not gonna be a dominant top. She's not gonna be a dominant champion because she's walking around with the title. You know, there shouldn't be no reason why she shouldn't defend the title. You gotta defend your championship. I don't care if it's Monday Night Raw. I mean SmackDown, Saturday main event. Defend the title. You know, I'd rather see a fighting champion that's willing to defend the championship. Like Bailey defend her championships. All them women when they won titles, they defended the championship each and every week. Like Becky Lynch, Bailey, Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, all these women that had titles over the years, they defended it. Even Tiffany Stratton, she defended her title on SmackDown. Nia Jax defended her championship on SmackDown. You know, you gotta defend your championship because if you don't, people are gonna like me as a fan. I'm like, okay, why she has a title and she's not defending it? You got to defend the championship each and every week because it's going to make that title, relevant. Let's say Stephanie Curry's hurt, right? But she wants to still. She's training. She's getting better. Let's say she has a sprained ankle, right? Let's say she starts getting better and better. She heals and she wants to defend her title. I like women that don't care. Like I'm banged up, but I still want to defend my championship, whether I win or lose. You know, you got to. Like women on NXT, they defend the championship. They have to defend the title. What's the whole point of having championships if you're just sitting there? Yeah, man, I'm the world heavyweight champion, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, baby. Yeah. Yeah, what's up, girl? You on the damn world heavyweight champion, and everybody's looking at you like, dude, are you gonna defend the title? Hell no. You think a UFC fighter or a boxer don't want to defend the championship? Like they all these other boxers, they have all these titles and shit. They have to defend them. That's like you. That's like for example, Mercedes Moné. She's losing her titles. She won all those titles, and now she's losing them. She didn't defend them. She barely defended. She lost all her titles, and then she's taking a step back. You want to end up like a person that doesn't defend the championship, because like when you're a champion, you gotta defend it. That's what you gotta do. You gotta defend your title. Like I understand like it's like a storyline or something. Like Jordan Grace asked for a title match. She said no, and then she beats the hell out of her. Like you gotta defend it because Jordan Grace was a TNA knockout. She defended her championship every single day, every pay per view. Always defending her championship. I'd rather be a fighting champion, defending. Hey, pick a random person. Hey, you want to check out my world heavyweight championship? To come get it. You know, not just sitting there walking around posting on social media and then you still champion. And I think about it, it's gonna hurt her even more because she's still green in the ring. And another thing, top of that, she's not defending her title. And like her promos is not all that good. She has okay promos. It's not all that good. And then think about it, let's say the Royal Rumble is coming up in end of the year. Actually not end of the year, my bad, y'all. End of this month. And Cody Rhodes is the only person that's in the Royal Rumble. Like so, if somebody wasn't win the Royal Rumble, and it's like let's say it was Bianca Belair or something, what's she gonna do? She's gonna be like, oh, I don't want to defend the title against you. She's gonna have to. She's gonna have to. Just like let's say she does beat Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. You got Elimination Chamber. You know, you got all the other women that needs opportunities. You know. Another thing about WWE, they need to start using these people. Start using these upcoming superstars. Start using look at Kit Williams. Kip Wilson. He has a crazy ass theme song. He's dancing. He's cutting promos out of his ass. He's wrestling good. He's by himself. He's getting like a good push. If he can win some matches, you know, maybe one day he could be a champion. You know, like him. You know, Javon Evans, Carmelo Hayes. They even had Leon Slater on SmackDown. You never know. You know, like Jordan Grace needs a good push. If they don't want to, what if they had like Jordan Grace beat uh, Jade Cargill and like make it a controversial? You know, like say she kicked out, the referee didn't see it, and then she become champion, but then they run it back. They go back and forth. Maybe they can drop, beat the hell out of each other, drop the title. You know, maybe they can probably get like a triple threat match some kind of way. Maybe Jordan Grace, maybe Tiffany Stratton comes back, maybe the triple threat match, and have Jade Cargill wins. Get her warmed up. Get her having matches, defending her titles and stuff. You know, at some pay-per-views. Get her built up for WrestleMania. If I was a champion, I want to get built up. I want to be training, working my ass off, get better moves, just do all kind of moves. If you limited moves, you're doing the same moves over and over. I'd rather do some of my moves and do some submission moves, some grappling moves, do some type of moves that's going to help you. She's a powerhouse. Show that power. You know, if she's not showing that power, if she's not showing that drive, that dedication as a champion, and she's not entertaining the crowd, if she comes out and she entertains the crowd and really beats the hell out of her opponent, you know, they have some different matches, each week. Maybe do like a table match. Maybe have Candice LeRae go after the title, bam, put her ass to a table. Have some crazy matches. They should make a ender. They should make a, like Rhea Ripley and Io Scott need to defend the championships. The tag team, all that shit, you go over, use that star power, that popularity. That's like imagine somebody that's not even a champion gets a huge pop more than the world champion. Let's say CM Punk is, and let's say somebody's even a bigger star. And let's talk about, we're gonna throw in like the Street Profits. How come they're not using them? I want to throw this in this. I want to throw them in this video too. Street Profits is not getting used. For what? Are they gonna wait till Royal Rumble, or what? When they gonna make their return? You know what I mean? Like LA Knight's not wrestling. Where is he at? Is he gonna go to the Royal Rumble, or what's going on? Just like Dominic Mysterio, I think he's injured. I think once he comes back, he needs to defend that title. He still got both titles. And then you still got Chelsea Green as a tag team champion. Ethan Page still has 2 titles. Like, what are we doing? They have to defend the championship. Do something. Chelsea Green she wants to work with her husband and do some raunchy shit, like what Edge and Christian did. Not Edge and Christian, but Edge and Lita did. When they was making out, they doing a little sex thing. She wants to do that. Maybe she should have been doing that a long time ago. She wants to do that. Then team up with your husband. Drop those titles. Drop that tag team championship. And team up with your husband. And pitch some ideas. Most likely they're gonna say no. It's like when you have a higher power, like Becky Lynch, like say she can do whatever she want to do. If you have that high power, that creative freedom to do whatever you want to do for your character, you gotta earn that. It's gotta be earned. I'd rather earn that, that creative freedom to make matches of how I want to, what my character is, what kind of matches I want to do, what kind of projects I want to do. I want to have that freedom. Because like Jade Cargill, she can get that freedom and say, hey, well, I want to do this in like a tag team match, or like, yeah, you make it interesting. Do a tag team championship match. Maybe Jordan Grace has a tag team partner. She has a tag team partner. Beat hell out of her wins. She Jade Cargill gets pinned. She's a new champion. I don't know. That's always new, matches. There's always a reason why they have to use everybody, every woman on the roster. They got to use people. They have to. Keep that, like Trick Williams, keep him going. He's in the qualifying match. I think next Saturday they're gonna do I think it's a fatal 4-way match for number 1 contender for Drew McIntyre's title. But Drew McIntyre still he should be trying to defend his championship. Instead of waiting until he found a new opponent, I'll just have matches defend it. We'll find out who's my next opponent, defend the title, and Royal Rumble defend the championship. You know, at WrestleMania, find them. They need to get all this stuff. They need to They need to start doing. Be 10 steps ahead of everything. All right, let's get our plans. Let's get everything ready for wrestling for Royal Rumble. Everybody's gonna be in there. All right, we get that shit down. Let's knock that out. Elimination Chambers, every single pay per view leading up to WrestleMania. That way, they're ahead of the game. If you like my video, make sure you like to subscribe to the channel. Your boy Miko C checking out. It's my opinion on Jade Cargill and her not, defending the championship. She needs to defend it. All titles need to be on the line each and every week. The Meg Carters need to be, like Julia, she needs to defend her championship. They need somebody that's gonna be there and focus on these women's championships, women matches. That's what they need. And have the guys focus on men matches. So everybody's separated, But I'm in this video. Happy Monday, and I'm out. Peace.